Any previous year outstanding, we should deduct it. So we should show it in the income and expenditure account. Remaining half should be show in the capitalized. Interest on government bonds is we have to add it to the government bonds total interest. For debit all expense and losses, credit all incomes and gains. It is a nominal account. Keep this in mind. Hello my dear students, I am Rajay sir, faculty, Department of Commerce and Management, Vidyashram First Aid College, Mysuru, a temple of excellence. My dear students, in today's session I am going to handle the subject Financial Accounting 2 for 2nd Sem BCom, and the topic is Financial Statements of Non-Profit Organization or Non-Trading Concern. Now let's go to the problem here. So here we will solve with balance sheet. So this type of problem we have solved in the second PUC also, and here also we are going to same type of problem with some different adjustments. So following is the balance sheet and receipt and payment account of Sharda Education Society, Mangalore. So balance sheet as on 31st/3/2018. So they will give the balance sheet. So sometimes they did not give the balance sheet. We have to identify the capital fund. Capital fund will be missing. So we have to prepare the balance sheet of the previous year. Again, current year income and expenditure account and current year balance sheet. If they give the balance sheet of the previous year and also receipt and payment account of the current year and some adjustment, so we have to prepare current year income and expenditure account and current year balance sheet. Now let's see. So capital fund 36,400. Next one, audit fees outstanding. So where we have to take this, so this amount will be including here, including in the current year's audit fees. So any outstanding of the previous year, deduct it. Again I will write here, see, any outstanding of the current year we should add, any outstanding of the previous year we should deduct. Okay, any prepaid or advance payment of the previous year we should add it. Any prepaid or advance payment of the current year we should deduct it. Okay, I will write here, see, current year outstanding we should add it. Okay, so previous year outstanding we should deduct it. Okay, current year prepaid or advance payment or receipt, so we should deduct it. Current year advance. So why we are deducting? So any advance payment made current year will be utilized in the next year. Any advance payment or advance received in advance in the previous year will be utilized for the current year. So it is previous year advance or prepaid, we should add it. Understanding? So outstanding of the current year, for example, salary outstanding, current year added, current year previous year deduct it. Okay, advance payment of salary previous year added, current year deduct it. Subscription received in advance in the previous year, okay, added. Subscription received in advance in the current year, deduct it. Okay, why? So we are received current year subscription for next year, so it will be utilized in the next year, so we should not take this year. Only amount or items belongs to current year we should take to account. Next one, cash in hand. So we have to identify the actual cash in hand in the receipts and payment account. The actual cash in hand will be given, that amount should be taken in the balance sheet. Next one, maps and charts. Previous year we had 1,600 government grants, so 5% interest is there, so we have to calculate. See in the problem, 31,000 subscription outstanding, so previous year outstanding, so it will be added in the current year amount, we should deduct it. Previous year outstanding, so previous year outstanding is there, we should deduct it. Next one, furniture, so it has given 3,250. Now let's go to the current year receipts and payment account. See, receipts and payment account of current year, which shows current year balance, amount received in current year, amount paid in current year. So balance brought down is the previous year, closing balance is the current year opening balance. So subscription, so in this subscription previous year outstanding is also there. What we should do? See here, any previous year outstanding we should deduct it. Any current year outstanding we should add. Current year outstanding will be given in the adjustment. See, outstanding subscription 2,000. Outstanding subscription 2,000. That means total subscription 20,500, previous year subscription, deduct previous year subscription or deduct previous year subscription, again add current year outstanding, add current year outstanding. So total subscription 20,500, previous year outstanding, deduct current year outstanding, add. Next, coming to the donation. So has he given any information regarding donation? Half of the donation to be considered as revenue. Revenue means, so we should show it in the income and expenditure account. Remaining half should be shown in the capitalized. Okay, remaining should be capitalized. Remaining half of the donation should be considered as a capital fund. Remaining half should be considered as a revenue. That means we should show donation 50% should be shown in the income and expenditure account. Okay, in income side. Income side. Remaining 50% should be shown in the balance sheet. Balance sheet. In the liability side, we should add to the capital fund. So liability. Liability add to capital fund. Next one. Next one, outstanding subscription 2,000 and subscription received in advance. Subscription received in advance he has given. See what we have written here. So anything received in advance. Current year we have received in current year. Previous year advance will be given in the balance sheet. Current year advance will be given in the adjustment. So as given the current year advance subscription, we should deduct it. So current year outstanding, add current year subscription received in advance, deduct. Okay. So previous year outstanding will be given in the balance sheet. See subscription outstanding 1,000, we should deduct it. If the given subscription received in advance in the liability side, it should be added. Okay. It should be added. So current year outstanding, add. Previous year outstanding, deduct. Current year advance, deduct. Previous year advance, add. So always remember these 4 points, then the problem is very, very easy. Now let's go to the other points. So donation is over. Interest on government bonds. So what is the total? Government bonds is 31,000. So let's see here. Out of 31,000 into what is the rate of interest he has given? 5%. Into 5% is 1,550 rupees we have to receive. 1,550 we have to receive. Look at the out of 1,550, how much we have received? 850 we have received. So minus 850. See total bonds is, I'll write here. So it is actual bond amount is, look at the government bond 31,000. 31,000 into 5 by 100. Isn't it? So we'll get 1,550. Minus how much we have received? 850. Still outstanding how much? Remaining is outstanding we have to receive. Minus 850. So we should show 700 is outstanding. 700 is outstanding. So it is a receipt, no? It's outstanding income. So this 700 should be shown in the balance sheet asset side. So how much we have received? Total amount receivable is 1,550. Out of that we have received is 850. So still how much we have to receive? 700. We have to show 700 rupees income generated but not received. Next one. Come to audit fees and expenses. Rent is an expenses. Maps and charts. See, if when you give the any amount or any items present in the asset side of the balance sheet should be considered as a asset side. Already we have maps and charts in the asset side. So this maps and chart purchased, asset purchase should not be shown in the income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account is a nominal account. It is a nominal account. We should not show any assets and liability in the income and expenditure account. It should be shown in the balance sheet. It should be shown in the balance sheet. Next one, stationery and postage is an expenses, salary expenses and function expenses is an expenses. So balance carried on is the actual cash balance. So this should be shown in the cash or bank balance in the balance sheet asset side. So balance sheet asset side. This is income and expenditure, stationery income and expenditure, balance sheet, income and expenditure. Here also income and expenditure. Coming to subscription is an income, donation 50% is liability, remaining 50% is income. So interest on government securities, government bond, interest on government bonds is we have to add it to the government bonds total interest. So in the liability side of the balance sheet, total bonds, what is the total bonds? Do we have any government bonds? Yes. In the asset side, 31,000 is the total bonds. Out of that, outstanding, what is the outstanding interest? So we have calculated here, outstanding Interest on bond 700 should be shown in the balance sheet asset side. Now let's go to the adjustment. We have audit fees still due means what? Outstanding audit fees. So any outstanding audit fees, show it in the see. So for one adjustment, all the adjustment will be having double effect. All the adjustment will be having double effect. So outstanding audit fees. So where we have to show first one, when you pay amount, it is an expenditure, no? So income and expenditure account. So expenses side add to, so it is a current year outstanding. Any current year outstanding we should add to audit fees. See, I will show here. So audit fees add to current year outstanding. We should add it. Okay, next one. Coming to the last year balance, look at the last year balance sheet. Here also previous year outstanding is also there. That means total amount received this year audit fees is 2,500. Out of 2,500, previous year amount is also included. Current year amount is also included. So we have to deduct previous year. We have to add current year. So here we have to deduct previous year amount received 2,500. Previous year deduct it. Current year add it. Remaining amount we have to show it in the outer column. Next one. Coming to next point. So remaining outstanding. So still we have not received is a liability. We have to show next one liability. Next adjustment is liability. Liability side of balance sheet. So we have to show it in the liability side of balance sheet. Next point. 250 rupees depreciation on furniture. 250 rupees depreciation on furniture. So where we have to show depreciation should be shown in the expense. It is an expenses for the company, so it should be shown in the expenses side. Remaining 250 rupees, the other adjustment should be deducted in the asset side of the balance sheet minus from the balance sheet. So it is depreciation on furniture, where we have to show first one income and expenditure account, expenses side. So we have to show it again, balance sheet, asset side we have to deduct from furniture. Again I will show here. Look at the problem here. See, we have shown here. So depreciation on furniture, we have to show here depreciation on furniture 250. So if you have any other depreciation, so you can add it. For example, if we have two depreciation on furniture, right amount here, add depreciation on furniture, right amount here, add it, put into outer column. Okay. So we have again one more adjustment will be shown in the asset side of the balance sheet. So look at the furniture 3,250. Deduct the depreciation 250, remaining amount should be shown in the outer column asset side. So double effect. All adjustment will be having double effect. Now coming to the next adjustment, half of the donation is to be capitalized. 50% should be shown in the income and expenditure account. Remaining 50% should be shown in the liability side of the balance sheet, add to the capital fund. So again we will show here, see here. So donation, so it is an income, donation is an income. So 50% of the donation, so half of the donation should be shown in the income side, remaining half should be shown in the add to the capital fund. Remaining should be add to the capital fund, opening balance plus surplus, whatever the amount difference is got to the surplus. So later we can add this. Okay. Now let's go to the next item, outstanding subscription. So subscription, coming to subscription, previous year outstanding deduct, current year outstanding add, previous year advance received add, current year advance received deduct. Okay. So coming to the subscription, look at the subscription. Total subscription is 20,500. Let's see here. Total subscription is 20,500. Previous year outstanding deduct. Previous year outstanding deduct it. Current year outstanding add it. Okay. Current year outstanding add it. Again, received subscription. Look at the adjustment. Outstanding subscription received in advance 1,500. I will write here. I will write the adjustment. So look at the outstanding subscription of current year. Outstanding subscription. Subscription of current year. There is a double effect where you have to show first one subscription is in income. So it should be show income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account. Income side. So income side. So we have to current year outstanding, we should add to the subscription, okay. Again, so income not received, it is an asset side. Again we have to show it in the balance sheet, asset side, balance sheet we have to show it in asset side. Next one, subscription received in advance. Again I'll write here advance subscription of current year, advance subscription of previous year we should add, advance subscription of current year we should deduct. Advance subscription of current year, So what we have to do, current year advance, it should be shown in the liability side of the balance sheet. Why? It is received to utilize for the next year. It is received to utilize for the next year. Till next year it should be shown in the liability side of the balance sheet. Then only we can utilize in the next year. Again in the previous year, whatever given in the, it was in the liability side of the balance sheet previous year. Again now current year we will receive or we will utilize that amount. That's why we should add the previous year advance. Current year advance should be transferred to next year. It should be shown in the liability side of the balance sheet. So we should deduct it. Current year advance, previous year advance, add. Current year advance, deduct. Previous year outstanding, deduct. Current year outstanding, add. So it is vice versa, opposite. So advance, so where we have to show, we should deduct from the subscription in income and expenditure account. So income and expenditure account we should deduct from the subscription. Again we have to show it in the liability side. Liability side of the balance sheet. So prepare income and expenditure account. So let's see, coming to the first point. So now going to the payment side. So even though, see here, so many of you will do the confusion. So even though the heading is income and expenditure account, so debit side always represent expenditure, debit side represent expenditure, credit side represents income. So it is income and expenditure account, not income and this side expenditure, okay. Always keep this in mind. Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. What nominal account says? Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains. So even though the heading is income and expenditure account, so many students do this mistake. Okay, they will write this side income, this side expenditure. This is not income and expenditure account. We call it income and expenditure account, but it is not income and it is expenditure and income. For debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains, it is a nominal account. Keep this in mind. So first one, coming to the payment side, all the payments. So look at the all the payments should come this year. So what are the payments? First one, audit fees. Look at any advance or any outstanding. Yes, we have outstanding due, add current year outstanding. So now coming to audit fees, add current year outstanding, deduct previous year outstanding. So previous year outstanding is the liability side of the balance sheet. Previous year outstanding, we should deduct this. Current year outstanding, we should add this to the amount. So remaining amount we will write here. Next one, rent. There is no any outstanding or prepaid. So if you have any prepaid of the current year, deduct. Prepaid of the last year we should add. So okay, rent we should, there is no any prepaid or outstanding, directly we can show. Next one, stationery and postage. It is an expense. It is an expenses 250. So we can show here 250. Next one, salary. No outstanding salary as given. Outstanding salary or prepaid salary is not given. So we can directly total salary. We can directly take total salary. Next one, depreciation function expenses. We can show 1050 function expenses. So here it is. Function expenses is as given. There is no outstanding or prepaid. We can directly, for every expenses, please check whether there is a outstanding or whether there is a prepaid, like that. Next one, after this, so depreciation on furniture. In some problem they will give in percentage. Here they have given directly given the amount 250 rupees. But in some problem they will give the certain percentage, 10% depreciation. Later we have to calculate total furniture into 10%, total furniture into 5%, like that. So next one comes surplus. Later we will calculate. Leave it. Coming to the income side. First one, coming to the subscription. Total subscription received 20,500. Out of 20,500. So previous subscription outstanding is there. So previous year outstanding deduct. Current year outstanding add. Previous year advance will be given in the liability side of the balance sheet. Previous year advance add. Current year advance deduct. Okay. So again coming to the subscription here. Subscription previous year Subscription outstanding, we should deduct it. Current year outstanding, we should add it, 2000. Again, current year advance payment, we should deduct it. Current year advance payment, we should deduct it. And if you have current year prepaid, previous year prepaid or previous year advance receipt, we should add it. Previous year advance payment, we should add it. Current year advance payment, we should deduct it. So if you deduct this amount, we'll get 20,000. Next one, donation, 50% should be capitalized. 50% here, remaining 50% in the balance sheet, liability I will show here. So 50% balance sheet, liability sheet, we should add to the capital fund. Next point, interest on government bonds. Already explained what is the total government bonds. See here, I have done the working note here. What is the total government bonds here? It is 31,000. Government bonds is 31,000. We can write here. Interest on government bonds is 31,000 into what is the rate of interest? What is the rate of government bonds? It is not given the adjustment. Keep this in mind. We have to understand when they give 5% or 10%, that means 10% interest on government bonds we have to receive. So out of 5%, how much? We'll calculate the 5% government bonds. 5 by 100. So what is the amount? So it is already I have done the working note here. So it is 1,550 rupees we have to receive. So 1,550 we have to receive. Out of 1,550, how much we have received here? So how much we have received? Only 850 rupees we have received. See, look at the here. See, interest on government bonds we have received only 850. Still how much due? See, look at the 700 rupees we due. So 850 rupees we have received. Remaining 700 is due. So this should be shown here. Still we have to receive 700 rupees outstanding interest. Any outstanding of the current year we should add it. Any outstanding of the current year we should add it. So add it, put to the 1,550. So this 700 where you will show? Where you will show double effect. All adjustment will be having double effect. So one effect in the income and expenditure account. One effect in the income and expenditure account. Another one in the balance sheet asset side. Balance sheet asset side. Asset side. So now we have taken all the adjustment. We have taken all the amount. See, all the items in the adjustment will be having double effect. All the items in the receipts and payment account will be having single effect. Okay. Now add this. When you add this, you will get the 1,550 rupees. Out of 1,550 rupees, still 700 is due. It will be shown in the asset side of the balance sheet. Now add both the side. Which side is more? So if the credit side is more, you will get the difference in debit side, that is surplus. If the debit side is more, you will get the difference in credit side, that is deficit. So why we are preparing income and expenditure account? We are preparing this in order to identify the surplus or deficit. Surplus means income over expenses. Deficit means expenditure over income. So we got bigger amount in the credit side, 22,800. If you add this, you will get 22,800. If you add this, you will get lesser amount. So what is the shortage amount? 8,050 is the shortage. This is the surplus. Difference between actual. If you once you add this, let's add here. So if you add all the amount here, if you add, you'll get 22,800. Okay. Here if you add, how much you'll get? 2,500 plus 1,800 plus 250 plus 8,000 plus 1,050 plus 250. So we'll get 13,850. If I add all the amount here, I will get 13,850. If you deduct 22,800, so I get 8,850. The difference, that is the surplus. If you get the same type of difference, that is deficit here. So you may get surplus also, deficit also. Surplus means profit. So but we should not call it as a profit because we are doing the non-trading concern. If it is a trading concern, that is a profit. We will prepare the profit and loss account. Now coming to the balance sheet. Look at the previous year balance sheet only. So we should always try to do on the base of previous year balance sheet. We should prepare the current year balance sheet. Cash in hand, we should not take this amount, cash in hand. We should not take cash in hand this amount. What is the cash in hand? This is the cash in hand. We should take closing balance in the receipts and payment account is the cash in hand. Keep this in mind. So many of you do this mistake in the exam. So this is the actual cash in hand. 8,900 rupees is the actual cash in hand, right? Let's write cash in hand 8,900. Coming to the maps and charts. So already we were in the previous year. What is the amount maps and charts we were having in the previous year only? Old maps and chart previous year. Old maps and chart is 1,600. Current year how much we purchased? Maps and chart. New maps and chart is 3,400. Add both the amount showed in the new balance sheet. So add both the amount. So maps and chart, add purchase. So add purchase will get 5,000. Are understanding? Next point, coming to the last year or previous year, government grants. So 5% government bonds, we can take it as government bond. It is not grants, it is bonds. Government bonds 31,000. 5% interest, we have to add it. What is the outstanding interest? We have already calculated here. See here, what is the outstanding interest on government bonds? 700. We should add that 700 rupees. So government bonds is 31,000. We can write, we can add here also. It is 31,000 in the inner column. Add 700 rupees. Later we can show it is 31,700. Instead of showing separately here, we can show like this also. It is okay. You can do it outer column also. You can write. Otherwise, what we do, inner column we will write again, add the interest outstanding, we can write 31,700 rupees. Later next one, furniture, we have depreciation. So already one of adjustment have been shown in the income and expenditure account, expenses side, this 250 rupees has been shown. Again, we have to show here, we have to less depreciation, 250 rupees, remaining 3,000 rupees right here. Coming to here, outstanding subscription of the current year. It is an income. Income outstanding is an asset for us. See, what is the asset, what is the liability? Whatever belongs to us, it's an asset. Keep this in mind. Whatever belongs to the company is an asset. Whatever belongs to others is a liability. Others is a liability. See, capital fund. Capital is a owner's money. Capital is a owner's money, belongs to other person. Okay, next one, audit fees. We have to pay audit fees to the auditor. It is belongs to other money. It is an expense. Subscription received in advance. Still, we cannot use this amount. Subscription received in advance current year, we cannot use it amount. This one as already given in the adjustment. So received in advance, we have to deduct from the subscription received in advance current year. We have to deduct it and we have to show it in the liability side of the balance sheet. Still, we could not use it as others money. We will consider it as a others money. That's why we will show it in the liability side of the balance sheet. Always keep this in mind. What is asset? Whatever belongs to the company, whatever belongs to us is an asset. Whatever belongs to others is a liability. Capital fund, it may be ordinary balance sheet also. So, see, cash in hand belongs to the company, asset. Maps and chart is an asset of the company, asset. Government bonds is an asset. Outstanding interest on government, it is our interest, we have not received. It is our money, even though we have not received, but it is ours money in the other's hand. Okay, it is an asset. Furniture belongs to the company. Outstanding subscription, so we have not received the subscription, we have to receive. It is ours money but not yet received. It is ours money, it is an asset. Our subscription received in advance. Advance mean others money. When it will become ours money? Next year it will become ours money. So till then it is other person, third person money. So it is a liability. So keep this in point. This is the actual concept of the balance sheet. So why we will prepare? So ultimately others belongs, the fund belongs to others, fund belongs to ours, should be equal. So by using this amount only we have purchased all these assets. By using the amount of others only we have purchased this item. So ultimately both should be tallied. So capital fund, actual capital fund, opening capital fund, look at the opening capital fund. So they have given the capital fund 36,400, add surplus. So what is the surplus here? We have got the surplus, look at the surplus 8,950 in the income and expenditure account. Again add donation 50% capitalized. If you legacy is capitalized also, they will give donation capitalized, they will give 50% of the entrance fees capitalized, they will give any capitalized, 100% capitalized, full amount show here. 50% capitalized, half of the amount show here. Next one, outstanding audit fees, given the adjustment we have to show it here. Subscription received in advance. So current year advance, next year it should be utilized. Previous year advance, current year we can utilize. So show it here. Next one again. So both should be tally. Both should be tally for 50,600, 50,600. This is how we have to prepare the income and expenditure account and balance sheet. In the next class, again we'll do one more problem on with the balance sheet, income and expenditure account and balance sheet. Till then, thank you so much. See you in the next class.